Millions of people were attracted by Adam David's wonderful voice and unassuming charm when he appeared on the stage of The Voice in the fall of 2024. The singer-songwriter, who is 27 years old and is from Asheville, North Carolina, went from being a dreamer from a tiny town to becoming a national superstar. He won the title of Season 26 with a performance that left both the coaches and the people who watched him in wonder. Now, as he is getting ready for his first major concert since winning the show, which will be a headlining set at the famous Ryman Auditorium in Nashville on June 15, 2025, David is speaking up about the reasons why this moment is more than just a performance. In addition to being a celebration of everything he has battled for, it is also a homecoming and a redemption. The path that David took to join The Voice was anything but simple. Because he was raised in a family that belonged to the working class, music served as his escape from a difficult childhood. His soul and gospel songs, such as those by Otis Redding, Aretha Franklin, and Sam Cooke, were introduced to him by his mother, who was a single parent and worked 2 jobs. These records had a significant impact on his sound. In an interview that was conducted not too long ago with Rolling Stone, David stated that music was how we connected. The fact that we possessed those albums, despite the fact that we did not have much, felt like a lifeline to us. He began teaching himself how to play the guitar when he was 12 years old, and he wrote songs about heartbreak and hope in a notebook that he still carries with him today. However, the path to fame was littered with obstacles along the way. David played open mic nights in dive pubs for a number of years, frequently to rooms that were only half full. He was turned down by a large number of record labels, with one executive telling him in a direct manner that his voice was too retro for the current market. During a recent post, he admitted, "I was on the verge of giving up. As I was bussing tables, I decided that perhaps music wasn't the right path for me. Nevertheless, I couldn't help but feel drawn back. Something was his unflinching faith in his profession, a faith that propelled him through the auditions for The Voice and straight to the finale, where his original song, Carolina Rain, became an immediate smash." David's meteoric rise is demonstrated by the fact that the Ryman performance, which was announced just a few weeks after he won The Voice, was completely sold out in less than an hour. The singer feels a strong sense of personal connection to the mother church of country music when she performs there. According to what he said to Billboard, the Ryman is sacred ground. Johnny Cash and Emmylou Harris are just 2 of the legendary musicians who have put their hearts out there. As I take my place on that platform, where so many of my heroes have taken their place, I feel as though I am now a part of something much larger. The history of the venue strikes a chord with David, who recognizes similarities between his own hardships and the unfiltered and truthful storytelling that is characteristic of country and soul music. In addition, David's performance at the concert brings him full circle, as he had previously given a performance at a modest venue in Asheville just a few days prior to his audition for The Voice. During a recent podcast, he reflected on the time and said, "I was so nervous back then. The crowd consisted of perhaps 50 individuals, and I was thinking to myself, this could very well be my last gig. What a surreal experience it is to go from that to the Ryman, where thousands of people are singing my songs back to me." Some of the fans have expressed their enthusiasm by putting messages on the website, such as "Adam David at the Ryman is going to be magic. The sound of his voice always provides me with a chill. From dive bars to shows that are completely sold out," wrote another. "I am a huge fan of music because of this man's tale." David has hinted that the event will have a combination of original songs, versions of songs from The Voice, and a few surprises. However, the setlist for the show is a closely guarded secret. The song Carolina Rain, which reached the 5th spot on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, is sure to be a highlight. The song, which was a heartbreaking ballad about love and loss in his hometown, struck a chord with listeners due to the authenticity of its emotions and the vivid storytelling it included. David responded, "That song is my heart on paper." And he was right. It is about the location that shaped me, the people who brought me up, and the storms that I have endured because of them. A performance at the Ryman will make you feel as though you are taking it home. Additional significance is attached to the concert due to the individuals who will be present in the crowd. David has made a reservation for a group of tickets allocated for his family, friends, and former teachers from Asheville. Many of these individuals have not witnessed David play since he was in his younger years. His mother, who was the driving force behind his passion for music, will be right in the spotlight. While David was being interviewed on the radio, he chuckled and said, "She is both my biggest fan and my toughest critic. Although she will most likely inform me that I missed a note, I am certain that she will be crying during the entire performance." He has also invited a number of local musicians who have served as his mentors, which is a gesture that has garnered him respect in the Asheville music scene, which is known for its close bond. With the Ryman concert, David will have the opportunity to demonstrate his worth outside of the confines of The Voice, which has a significant personal significance. Winning the show resulted in a recording contract and a prize of $100,000, but it also carried with it a great deal of scrutiny. David's ability to maintain his momentum has been called into question by a number of detractors who have pointed to the inconsistent track records of previous Voice winners. In a recent article published in Variety, the author stated, "Adam David's voice is undeniable, but the real test is whether he can carve out a lasting career in an industry that is already very competitive." David is well aware of the pressure, but he does not appear to be affected by it. During an interview with Entertainment Weekly, he stated, "I'm not here to be a flash in the pan. The concert is my method of demonstrating that I am committed to this endeavor for the long term." A lot of effort has been put into getting ready for the Ryman event. In order to improve his performance, David has been working with a voice coach, and he has also cooperated with an experienced band in order to bring his songs to life. "I want it to feel like a conversation with the audience," he said. "I want it to feel like one. I am just me, my guitar, and the stories that I need to tell. There are no fancy tricks involved." In addition to that, he has been quite active on, where he has been teasing new music and offering behind-the-scenes looks at rehearsals. There was a video that showed him playing a guitar backstage, and the caption read, "Ryman, I'm ready for you." This post received hundreds of likes and comments from fans who were displaying their excitement for him. Beyond David himself, the impact of the concert reaches far beyond him. This is an opportunity for The Voice to demonstrate its capacity to start careers, which is especially important in this day and age when reality television talent shows are met with mistrust. Rebecca McIntyre, who is David's coach on the show, has been quite vocal about his potential. In a recent interview, she referred to David as a talent that comes around only once in a generation. There is a high probability that she may make an unexpected appearance at the Ryman, either as a guest singer or to introduce David, which will add to the excitement of the evening. One of the fans on has already tweeted, "If Reba shows up at Adam's concert, I'm going to lose it." Fans on are already creating speculation. That right there is the epitome of rural royalty. In David's eyes, the Ryman performance is more than just a significant event. It is a declaration of his ability to persevere. He expressed his sincere sentiments in a post by saying, "Every time I got knocked down, I got back up." Everyone who has ever been told that they are not enough is the target audience for this program. Continue to sing and never stop battling. As Adam David makes his way onto the Ryman stage, he is prepared to demonstrate to the world that his voice, which is unfiltered, genuine, and indelible, is here to stay. He is holding his guitar in his hand and wearing his heart on his sleeve.